I so um forgive me if I'm disorganized. Forgive me if I'm disorganized. It is what it is, man. I'm not trying to be that's always kind of been my style, man. Make sure we testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. All right, we should be good. We should be good with the levels. Should be good with the levels. Let me see here. I think I'm gonna close down the IG tab. All right, because I'm using so many so much RAM right now with everything I got running. Now I see now I see what these dudes be talking about. You know what I'm saying? When you got a lot of stuff running, man. But listen, even though this is a fake live stream, um, hit that like button anyway, man. Put something in the chat if you checking in. Um, I hope y'all are having a great weekend, man. And this is how we gonna be doing my lives, man. If y'all want to see like the on-screen version, like if y'all want to see me, talking, which, you know, it's just me sitting here, the blue hoodie talking. Go to Zone 864 live on IG and I should come up. I should come up. Pause. I should come up. You should be able to see me. Zone 864 live. Zone 864 live on Instagram. I had everything set up perfect. Had everything set up perfect, man. Um I was planning to go live on X because I never actually went live on IG before. Um from my business page, I guess you could say. My live streaming page. Just a new page, you know what I'm saying? I haven't had it for that long. But yeah, definitely go over to Zone 864 live on Instagram and I'm live over there. But this is how we doing the live streams, because I'm not a person, and salute to XL Pro over on the Instagram side of the game. I'm gonna go ahead and you know what I'm saying. Um Let me see here. The Cash App is the Cash App is dollar sign Z864 PC on Cash App. Dollar sign Z864 PC. Now, with that being said, if you contribute, I appreciate it. But even if you don't contribute, I still appreciate it because that means that you're watching. That means that you're watching the live stream. So you're paying me attention. You're paying me attention either way. Take that, take that, take that. So yeah, man. So we're gonna be talking about, man, this Diddy situation. You know, talking about Papa Diddy Pop. Diddy, man. This nigga, man. And, I apologize. Some people might come in the chat, man, but I got a million screens open right now, so I might not be able to catch everything. But yeah, like I was about to say, man, I was supposed to be going live, on X And I had everything set up, you know what I'm saying? I had everything set up, and let me go ahead and mute this too. Okay. I had everything set up, but then I go to, you know, hit the live button, and it's like you have to have a premium account with X to go live. So I'm like, oh, won't be able to do it. Won't be able to do it. Um, so yeah, Elon Musk definitely done changed the game. And I wanted to go live over there because, you know, like I said, you can say whatever you want to say. You can say whatever you want to say. You know, you don't have to worry about getting flagged and shadow banned and, you know, restricted for your freedom of speech, your First Amendment right. So, you know, I like to do my shows unedited, and then I like to edit everything I'm gonna say out. But we're gonna be doing it this way for now until I figure out another option. You know, I might head over to Rumble. You know, I'm on Rumble as well. You know, I got a million other accounts I can use, but the unfortunate thing is not all of them are good with streaming services, or and not all of them are good for streaming. So, you know, I'm gonna have to see what's going on with Rumble, you know, try out the Rumble thing. But I've been listening, man. I've been listening to a lot of commentary. I've been listening to a lot of content creators. I've been listening to, you know, what the mainstream media is saying somewhat. Um and I'm gonna tell you, man. I mean, everybody's got their own perspective. Everybody's got their own thing. But you know, I Diddy, man, Diddy is dirty. I mean, we gotta face it. Diddy is dirty, you know? Dirty money. I mean, this man has been leaving clues of his life. You know what I'm saying? He's been leaving clues of you know, of his debauchery in his music and everything he does. And it's just crazy, man. It's crazy, man. But you know, we gonna get right into it, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all coming in here. You know, make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's see here. All right. But yeah, man, Diddy Dirty Money, you know, and you got to think, man, whenever he has you you know, when he says, I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Uh. I mean, back then, back in the day, you know, you thinking he talking about music. You thinking he talking about music back in the day. Um, and it's like, well, apparently, you know, he's talking about a lot of other things aside from his music. You know what I'm saying? XL Pro says, we thought Suge Knight was the bad guy. Absolutely. Hold on, y'all. Let me shoot, my battery running low. Hold on. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Like I said, man, I'm disorganized as a mug, man, and I don't care. But yeah, like XL Pro was saying, we thought Suge Knight was the bad guy, and Suge Knight is a bad guy. Let's not get it twisted. Suge Knight is definitely a bad guy. He's just not as bad as Puff. You know what I'm saying? Puff was just diabolical with it. Um, but what is a RICO? What is a RICO? All right. So I'm gonna lay it. I'm not a. And by the way, this is not legal. Anything I'm saying is not legal advice. I'm saying this is not professional advice. Go and get yourself an attorney. Get yourself an attorney. Consult with the right legal people. If you are in need of information when it comes to the law, you know what I'm saying? Don't be just relying on these YouTubers to get you the right information. You know, make sure you consult with the right people. You know what I'm saying? You mess around and try to get yourself in a real jam in a real way in the real world, and you mess around and say some stuff in the courtroom that you heard on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, your behind is doing 10, 15, 20 years because you didn't want to spend the bread to get you the right kind of legal representation. You feel me? So make sure you get yourself the right kind of legal advice, the right kind of legal information. It's like what the lead attorney says. The lead attorney says he is not your attorney. He is the lead attorney, and he is here to help you lawyer up. That's a tough tagline, man. Shout out to the lead attorney, man. Legendary content creator, legendary live streamer. I know people say things about the lead attorney, and I see what y'all talking about, but nevertheless, what I'm saying, that doesn't take away, you know, and I certainly don't have any proof of any Diddy stuff, but nonetheless, you know what I'm saying, any Diddy stuff when it comes to him, but nonetheless, he's a decent he's a legendary live streamer. Like, you can't even really hate. But anyway, what is a RICO? What is a RICO? And what does RICO stand for? A RICO stands for racketeer, influenced, corrupt organization. I'll say that again. RICO stands for racketeer, influence, corrupt organization. That is what a RICO stands for. Now, I've heard people say that, RICO is, you got to have multiple people in the RICO, and there's supposed to be multiple bad guys. Why is Diddy the only one on the stand? Yada yada yada. Well, here's the thing: Diddy's not just the only one that's involved in this situation. There are multiple people on the stand. There are multiple people that's involved in the case. It doesn't mean that they're going to be defendants against the prosecution. They could be turned, government's witness, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's kind of like the Takashi situation when he got caught up with his situation, right? People, you always think it's going to be a gang, and the RICO, it actually was created to it was created for, like it said, organizations, gangs, um, you know, these posses, cliques, where you have, whether you have a few dozen or whether you have a few hundred or whether you have a few 100,000, that's what the RICO was created for. That's what the RICO was created for. So just because, there's only one figurehead that is the focal point of the trial that's going on, doesn't mean that there's not multiple people involved. Similar to the R. Kelly trial. Everybody said, why R. Kelly is the only one. R. Kelly wasn't the only one. When the RICO happened with R. Kelly, everybody in his camp got interrogated. Everybody in his camp got pressed. It just so happens that R. Kelly's name rings bells. Nobody cares about any of those other people. Nobody cares about any of those other people that were caught up under R. Kelly. Even the parents that gave their daughters to R. Kelly. The parents that gave their daughters to R. Kelly. Their names were not released like that, but they were a part of the RICO. They were caught up in the RICO. You see? Let me see. Brian Turner says RICO was created in 1970 and Gang Act. Oh, RICO was created in the 1970 Anti-Gang Act. The first RICO indictment was, hold on, y'all. I'm not even going to strain my eyes. There we go. The first RICO indictment ever was the California Hells Angels white biker gang in the 1970s. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, that's what the RICO was created, because prior to the RICO, what we have to understand is that, you know, um, there wasn't a way for the government to really bring down gangs. So, a new laws had to be created to be able to fight these corrupt organizations in court. And so what they did is they said, okay, all right, these guys have a business. Okay. What is their influence in the community? Because, influence goes a long way. Some people, if there's a good argument, some people say that they would rather have influence. They would rather have influence over being the president. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't understand. You're the president of the United States, right? But when you look at the president of the United States, there are people, there are content creators that have stronger voices than the president of the United States. Why do you think a lot of these other countries don't allow their citizens to speak out and protest and all of this kind of stuff? Because these governments know the power of influence. They know all it takes is some crazy, cracked out, whacked out person to get on the internet, to get on social media, or to pick up a microphone and tell an entire nation to rebel against its government. And Next thing you know, all hell breaks loose. All chaos breaks loose. So that's why the RICO, that's why a lot of these other governments, they don't allow they don't allow you know their people to speak out like that. See what's going on here in the chat. Brian Turner, let me see. XL Pro said, well, I'm sorry, let me go back up. So Brian Turner says, prior to RICO, gangs ran all the US major cities, LA, New York City, New Orleans, Atlanta, Chicago. Absolutely. Absolutely. XL Pro says an example is the mafia. Absolutely. The La Costa Nostra. Absolutely. Brian Turner also says gangs had a major hand in the election of at least 4 US presidents and countless US governors. Absolutely. We got my man Raj Will in the building. Salute Raj Will coming through. Salute to Raj Will coming through. Hold on. You know, you know, over here, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody got their own channels and everything, and everybody got their own guidelines and everything. You know what I'm saying? But over here, man, listen, if I've been knowing people for a minute, you know, I will, go ahead and salute them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making them wait a year. I ain't making them wait 6 months. I ain't making them wait 10 years, so uh, I was gonna put you in timeout, Raj Will. I was gonna put you in timeout, for sneaking in here like that and bigging me up. I was gonna put you on timeout. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come in here and cuss me out, man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to come in here with that Memphis, but I was gonna cut. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna time you out, man. But instead, you part of the crew. You got a wrench. So go live. Mic check 1 2. All right, vocals good. Okay. So we back live on Instagram. Zone 864 live on Instagram. Zone 864 live on Instagram. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this: if y'all watching on Instagram, I'm not gonna be able to read y'all comments because I got so many things going on. I will if I happen to see it, but yeah. Okay. Let me look at the chat and see who been laughing at me, man. Hold on. I gotta go back. Let me see if Cynical One been laughing because she be cutting up. Hold on. She be cutting up. Let me see. Cynical One. Hold on. Let me see. All right, Cynical One. Let me see a Cynical One. She been laughing. All right, she been good. All right, she been good, I think. Yeah. Yeah, she been good. Hold on. Cynical One been good. All right, hold on. Let me see if Classy been good. Classy been all right. Classy been good. All right. Much respect to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? All right. So since y'all been good, you know what I'm saying? Since y'all been good, you know, I respect women who know how to behave. Okay. I respect that. Right. So because you've been respectful, you know what I'm saying? And Y'all wasn't trying to clown me. You know what I'm saying? Cynical one. There goes your wrench. Classy Creole. There goes your wrench. Who else we got in here? I think we seen somebody else. Savage Thoughts. Hey, appreciate you for coming through, man. Appreciate you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? I unlike the ladies, unlike Cynical One and Classy Creole, the fellas, yo, it's bro code, man. Y'all automatically get wrenches. I ain't gotta. Y'all can cut up, but the ladies, you know what I'm saying? You know, gotta watch. You know what I'm saying? We gotta watch out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Watching y'all, watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? But Zone 864 live, Zone 864 live on Instagram. That's where we at. That's if you want to see, you know what I mean? But you can listen on YouTube too. I don't care. Either one. Either one. I ain't wearing nothing but a blue hoodie anyway. Out here cripping in this motherfucker. I'm just playing. I left those days alone. Forgive me, Lord, for even talking about that. But anyway. Um, yeah, but we was talking about Diddy and the RICO. This man got a whole he got a whole. Let's see here. Hold on, y'all. Trying to make it so I can see everything. Cool. Cool. Get off. That's the problem with, so I'm actually using OBS and StreamYard at the same time. And StreamYard, they just be popping out all kind of goddamn bells and whistles. Like, cut that bullshit out. I didn't ask you for no banner. I didn't ask you for this, that, and the third. If I wanted the shit, I would add it to the mother screen. I would add it to the mother screen. But StreamYard want to give me all these goddamn bells and whistles, and I ain't asked for that shit. Okay, I'm gonna write a letter to their CEO and tell them they need to upgrade this shit. And like I said, I was actually gonna go live on X, formerly known as Twitter. But guess what? When I get ready to hit the live button, I get ready to hit the live button and I get a notification from StreamYard talking about you have to have a premium account to go live on X. I said, fuck it, man. Shit, man. You used to be able to go live on X for free. Now they want you to pay for the shit. They want you to pay $11 to go live on funky ass X. Now, I like my freedom of speech and everything, but who the fuck is gonna pay $11 to go live on just X? Just X. And then StreamYard, bitch ass, want to charge $35 a month for what? They want to charge $35 a month, literally just to turn your microphone on and to turn your camera on and talk to the public. And that's why I encourage all my content creators out there to use OBS, because OBS is free, but there's like still some things that needs to be worked out. So that's how you're able to see me on YouTube right now, is through OBS, because I'm using OBS and StreamYard at the same time. Instagram is StreamYard. YouTube is OBS. Now, I could go live on Instagram through OBS too, but I didn't want to do it like that because I'm trying something new. Salute to Clever Creatrix in the house. I'm gonna go ahead and give Clever a wrench because I know she gonna, you know what I mean? She gonna hold it down. She gonna hold it down, man. Um, Make sure y'all hit the like button. Even though this is a fake live and I'm gonna take this down, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button anyway. But just to be clear, man, you know what I mean? Like I'm probably gonna be on Rumble. I might be on some other places too, man. I'm just really testing all this out, man. Y'all know how I do, man. Sometimes I'll be in stuff and sometimes I'll be out of stuff, man. You know, I'm not like a lot of content creators. You know, I do a lot of things on the fly. You know, a lot of content creators, you know, they like to take their time and, you know, get every tedious detail, and that's cool. I respect that. But me, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just turn on the motherfucker mic and talk. And and one thing about me, is, listen, I don't gotta have all the details. I want y'all to be in the chat with the details. I want y'all to be in the chat with the details. That's what any outlet, whether I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, whatever other bullshit type of social media they come out with for us to stream and shit. I want my chat to have all the details. I just want to be able to cut my mic on and my camera on and just talk about what y'all got in the chat. You know, I'm not finna be on this motherfucker doing 12 hours of research for y'all when y'all mother be on Instagram and TikTok all day. Y'all be knowing the information before we be knowing, the content creator be knowing the information. What the hell just happened? Hold on, man. Okay. All right. Yeah. So like I said, man, y'all be knowing he's hiding from us on purpose. Clever. Let me see. Have y'all, you have it where it can't. Oh, nah, clever. Clever. Listen, if you go on IG, listen, y'all can, I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding. I'm live right now on the microphone and on camera. You have to go to, if you go to IG, Zone 864 live, type in Zone 864 live, and it should come up. But on YouTube, you're just gonna see a black screen. You're gonna see a black ass screen, just like when you go over to IG and you type in Zone 864 live, you're gonna see my black ass face. Salute to Missy T in the building. Hey, I appreciate you coming through, Missy T. Guess what? I got a surprise for you. Now, Missy T, you know, I know you from the House of Love. I do, you know. Um, I don't think I've known you as long as Classy and Cynical One, but I've seen that you've conducted yourself in a fashionable way, in a respectful way. So I would assume that if you're gonna do that at the House of Love, you're gonna do that over here at Zone 864 TV as well. So there's your wrench. Yes. Mm-hmm. I like that, man. I got a chat full of wrenches, man. I like that shit. Take that, take that. Not like that though. Pause, man. Man, that nigga Diddy is a gay gangster, man. That y'all, yo, we all thought, we all thought Suge was bad. You know, we all thought Suge Knight was bad. We all thought Jay Prince from Rap a Lot was bad. We all thought Birdman was bad. over there kissing Lil Wayne on the mouth and shit. We ain't forgot Birdman. We ain't forgot about you. I respect you. Y'all remember when he went up to shit, the Breakfast Club, and he was about to smack the shit out of Charlemagne, spot face ass. I would have loved to see that shit. I would have loved to see Birdman slap the shit out of Charlemagne. That shit would have been funny as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? But but I'm just saying though, like, if you don't want people to like clown you for if you don't want people to clown you, stop doing gay ass shit. Like, come on, man. Like, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm 36, man. I'm over here talking like I'm 76, man. I'm 36, man, but I feel like I done lived 2 lifetimes, man. But I'm 36, man. And when I was growing up, well, I'm still growing up. I want to be like Rodrill when I grow up. Anyway, well, when I was coming up, man, people that live the alternative lifestyle, you know, it wasn't really out there like that. And we all got people in our family that live the alternative lifestyle. We do. We do. And I'm going to keep it real. I got people on both sides of my family that live the alternative lifestyle. And I love them. I do. I do. I do. I love them. Um, but I mean, these niggas is just blatant with it. Like, I grew up in Greenville, South Carolina, right? That's 2.5, that's 2 to 2.5 hours away from Greenville, South Carolina, right? When I was growing up, I graduated high school in 2006. I used to go to Atlanta all the time growing up. I ain't never, when I was growing up, yeah, the fruity stuff, it was there. But I ain't never seen niggas like Young Thug in a dress. I you Atlanta used to be so beautiful. Atlanta used to be one of the places that we couldn't wait to go after in the summer or on spring break when I was growing up in the 90s. Atlanta was beautiful in the 90s. The Listen, I know they say a lot of people like to get on the internet and talk crazy about black women, but Atlanta had some of the most beautiful black women I ever seen in my life in the 90s. And I know black women got it. They got to get it every now and then, but my daughter's black. So if I'm gonna talk crazy about a black woman, I'm gonna talk crazy about that specific black woman. Like, I'll talk crazy about Remy Ma. This bitch out here 49 and got one of them 23-year-old faces. Bitch, you 49. You 49. You 49 out here making with a nigga that make $250,000 a year. I know niggas that drive trucks and that are truck owner operators that make more than that. That make double that. Man, I know she like 45, 40, 46, cynical one, but that bitch. Today she 49. That trifling bitch is 49 today. She's 49 because I said so. Over here talking about, I seen something where she's talking about, oh, he easy to block the block captain or whatever the his fucked up name is. How you make $250,000 a year and you still got that big ass gap in your mouth, nigga? I made I made for the majority of my life, because I used to do music, you know, produce music and all that. For the majority, and keep in mind, I'm only 36, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I ain't seen no real money yet. I thought I seen real money when I was making beats and doing all that. I ain't seen no real money yet. For the majority of my life, right? Now, if I was 20 years older, if I was 56 and I was saying this, I'll give somebody to clown permission to clown me, but I'm still growing. I'm still growing. I haven't reached my earning potential peak yet. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm a Ricky Ross freeway nigga. I'm always thinking about how I can make more money legally and illegally. I'm gonna keep it 100. Sometimes I'll be looking at shit like I'm gonna take this mother chance, and if Savage Thoughts, you take that chance with me, nigga, I'm gonna get up on the stand and I'm gonna say he did it. You better not think about this lifestyle, nigga. Don't think like me. I'm gonna rat on your ass. Niggas over here trying to hold the street code. Niggas trying to abide by the street code. Niggas facing 50 years talking about, man, I wish I would be facing 50 years. That detective better bring me that Popeye's chicken and that Coca-Cola and I don't even drink Coke. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna sing like a canary on all you niggas. I'm gonna sing on LeVar. I'm gonna sing on Raj Will. I'm gonna sing on Classy Creole. She was the driver. Fuck out of here. Talking about I'm about to be rotten for 50 years over this funky ass nigga. Finna be in no goddamn jail cell smelling no niggas' feet. Niggas shitting in front of niggas. Are you crazy? You know when you go to jail, you gotta shit in front of niggas. Hey man, go over to Zone 864 live on Instagram. That's where I'm actually live, where you can see me talking this shit on the microphone and on the camera. The screen is black on YouTube. But if you go to Instagram and go to Zone 864 live, you will see you won't be seeing a black screen. You'll be seeing my black ass face. Look at that shit. Classy Creole talking about clever. I drive fast too. I'm ratting on you too, clever. I don't care if you white or not. I'm ratting on you too. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, you over here with the ninjas. You gonna get treated just like the rest of us. Mm-hmm. You want to hang with us and be with us, you gonna suffer the consequences just like we do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I apologize. I have a damn cat. This cat want to come over here and mess with me now. This cat over here hear me talking shit. Want to come over here and start meowing. Now she want to see if you on Instagram. Now she want to go on now she want to go in the blinds. She want to go in the blinds and start sunbathing. Um, but if you're just not, let me get professional. You know how the YouTubers be going for like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours, right? And then they try to be professional, and then they reset the program, and they be like, "So If you're just now joining us, please hit the like button. Well, I'm asking y'all motherfuckers, man, please hit the like button. Y'all ain't sent me no cash apps, man. $ zone 864 PC. $ zone 864 P for Papa, C for Charlie. Y'all ain't sent me no cash apps, man. Y'all better hit the like button. That's what y'all better do. I mean, cash apps, really, I appreciate that. But y'all mother better hit the like button, man. For real. But if you're just now joining us, after 15 hours of live streaming, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell every time I go. Ain't that what they say? Hit the notification bell so that every time I go live, you'll get the notification. Nigga, yeah, I subscribe. That don't mean I'm gonna watch your shit, nigga. You telling me to hit the bell for? I already don't watch your shit, nigga. That's how I be when they be saying that. Nah, but racketeering, RICO. RICO stands for Racketeer Influenced Corruption Organization. Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act is what the RICO was created off of, right? So how many years close the doors? Close the doors. So how many years was Cassie and Diddy together? Like 10 years, right? And I'm about to wrap the stream up because I got to get in the shower, start getting out here. You know what I'm saying? Do what I do. You know. Savage Thought says I subbed, but this the only one I'm watching. Fuck you, Savage Thoughts. But see, I like that though. At least motherfuckers is honest, man. Cause you got motherfuckers that be you got motherfuckers that be saying they be like, I watch your shit all the time. I watch your shit all the time, right? And then you start talking about them. Yeah, man. Did you see when I cussed out so and so in the chat? And then they be like, oh man, they ain't see that. Man, get your bitch ass out of here. Talking about you watch my shit all the time. Nick. Cassie and Diddy was together for what? Like 10 years, right? I'm gonna need y'all participation chat because I'm gonna wrap it up shortly. Like for real. I'm about to hop in the shower and get out of here. Because everybody wants to go through all this paperwork and all this stuff and try to get tedious. Oh, why is Diddy on the stand? I never seen a one-man RICO and this, that, and the third. Well, I'm about to tell you why it's a RICO. So how many years was Cassie and Diddy together? Like 10 years? Let me know. All right, appreciate that, Raj Will. They was together like 10 years, right? Now, everybody keeps talking about these freak offs, right? It's not about the freak offs. The freak offs just happened just like, you know, any other sexual threesome event happens, right? There's nothing wrong with having a freak off, right? Well, there is, unless if you're rubbing baby oil on niggas and allegedly the baby oil is a drug and, but there's, just generally speaking, there's nothing wrong with freak offs. Now, Cassie didn't sue Diddy as a regular person. Cassie didn't sue Diddy as a regular person. She sued Diddy as an employee. And that's what everyone seems to be forgetting. Cassie sued Diddy. She didn't sue him as an ex-girlfriend. She sued him as an employee. Let me get that. Cassie, let me see here. Cassie, New York lawsuit. Because everybody keeps talking about they don't know why it's a RICO. Cassie sued Diddy under the New York Adult Survivors Act. In that act, in that lawsuit, in that paperwork, she accused him of sex trafficking. Were there NDAs signed? Absolutely. But NDAs are null and void once criminal acts are done or even allegedly done. You can't, if you do something illegal inside of an NDA, you're done. The NDA may as well have never been signed. Cassie didn't sue him as his ex-girlfriend. If Cassie sued him as his ex-girlfriend, Diddy wouldn't be on trial right now. Cassie sued him as an employee of Bad Boy Enterprises, Sean Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Records. Now, Cassie and Diddy were together for 10 years. Out of that 10 years, or around that time, how many albums did Cassie release in that 10 years? This is going to be the difference between my show, my live streams, and other stream show. I'm going to ask the questions and I want the chat to help me figure this out. I mean, sometimes I'll be knowing the answers, but I also want the chat to participate so that I can make sure that I'm right too. You know what I mean? Cassie only had one album. Cassie only had one album under Bad Boy. Only one. She signed a 10 album deal. She signed a 10 album deal. So, not only, and I'm speaking as Cassie, right? Because there ain't no bitch ass nigga like Diddy, and ain't one of these bitch ass niggas that signed a record deal and let somebody put fingers in my booty for a record deal. Y'all some hoe ass niggas. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. I'm over here. I come from a family of singers and musicians. Literally. I was born to make music. I have real talent. I can play a little bit of the guitar. I can play the piano. I can play instruments. I can sing a little bit. I can rap. I can engineer. I literally, one of my aunts has a master's in music and piano. My grandfather was a piano player. My mother singing in church. My cousins, which are like my aunts, my lady cousins, singers in church. They were somewhat semi-famous, going around singing in churches and stuff when I was young. Worked with Nipsey Hussle, met Nipsey Hussle. Yes, I did that. I know a few people in the industry, right? So people like me who have real talent, right? Who actually love music. I'm not letting nobody give me no head. Well, if it's Mariah Carey, you know. But that's another story. Anyway, I'm not letting nobody do nothing to me to sign a record deal. All right. I'm not doing no crazy foul stuff, you know, to sign a record deal. I'm not doing none of that. Like, I'm just not. Furthermore, Satan was the angel of music. And so that this is why we see um so much corruption when it comes to the record business and music, because that's Satan's tool. So if you're using it for destruction and you're not using it to create something that people can really enjoy, then the only thing you're doing is Satan's job. Point blank, period. And that's part of the reason why, me having two daughters, that's why I stopped cursing and saying all kind of inappropriate stuff in my music. I literally stopped writing because I'm like, if I can't articulate myself, if I can't articulate my rhymes and my thoughts, I might say a curse word here or there, but if I can't say it in a way that's articulate enough to get out, then I don't need to be saying it without all the cursing. Shout out to JC the Conqueror in the building. JC, I've been seeing you around for a while, so guess what, brother? Wrenched up. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna use my talents. I'm not gonna use my talents for the destruction of people. I'm not gonna use my music for the degradation of women. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. There's too much of that going on. I'm not gonna do it, man. I don't. I'm gonna tell you right now. I could the same way that I curse on this microphone. I could take out a pen and write a whole page full of raps with curse words in it and put it on Spotify and get streams. But that's not. My grandparents, my grandfather wouldn't be proud of that. So I'm not with that. I'm not with it at all. So Cassie signed a 10 album deal with Bad Boy. She only released one. Now, if I signed a contract with you saying that I'm supposed to release 10 albums, and this whole time we're freaking off, and you keep you keep giving me an allowance, right? But you're not, but no work is being done. We've been in a relationship 5 years and I only dropped one album. We've been in a relationship 8 years, I only dropped one album. We've been in a relationship 10 years, I only dropped one album. So, like I said, if Cassie would have just been his girlfriend and not a part of Sean Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Records, there's a high possibility, there's a high probability that Diddy may not have been hit with a RICO charge. Because before you had Cassie, you had Gene Deal and you had other people out here speaking, but Cassie was the nail in the coffin when she was his former employee, not just a girlfriend, and filed a lawsuit under the New York Survivors Adult Act as an employee and got a $20 million civil settlement and alleged that there was sex trafficking going on. And when the feds took a look at that lawsuit, that's what gave them the leeway to be like, okay, it's time for us to take this off the streets. And that's what people are not understanding. That's why Diddy is hit with the RICO. He's not hit with the RICO because of the freak offs. He's not hit with the RICO because allegedly he's behind the death of Tupac, or he's behind the death of B.I.G., or he's behind the death of Black Rob or Craig Mack. Here you are, a music mogul, a CEO, a billionaire, and you are having freak offs with your employee slash girlfriend, and you're not paying her, you're not compensating her. This is where the RICO comes in. She signed a contract, and yeah, as your girlfriend, yeah, you can have all the freak offs you want. As an employee, are you fulfilling your end of what she was promised in that contract, or are you using other types of leverage to compensate her as opposed to what you promised in the contract? When you sign a contract, you're signing a contract with the government. When you sign a contract with the mortgage for your mortgage at the bank, you're signing a contract with the government. So if you do something crazy, um, where you try to manipulate and do all of this kind of stuff, you're gonna find yourself, you know, uh, strung up on mortgage fraud. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime you sign a contract, you're signing a contract with the government. When you get married, you're signing a contract with the government. When Cassie signed a record deal with Bad Boy Records and for 10 albums, she signed a deal with the government. And when you open a business, there are rules and guidelines that you have to abide by that the government has set up. And Diddy violated those rules and regulations and guidelines that the government has set up. And that's why his black funny face glazing ass is sitting up there on trial over a RICO, because you have a man who was blessed to make $1 billion. You have a black man that was blessed enough to make $1 billion, and he completely mismanaged and used that company inappropriately, at least over the course of 10 years when he was in a relationship with Cassie. Can't really speak of it before that, because before Cassie, Diddy was the man. Okay. But at least for 10 years, he mismanaged Cassie. And like Gene Deal said, the reason that the feds will hit you with a RICO, because it's not like a regular criminal trial or any one of those trials. When there's a RICO that's based around anything that has to do with sex trafficking, sexual assault, sexual abuse, sexual coercion, as Gene Deal said, and not only Gene Deal, but I've heard attorneys say this as well. All they have to do is get you on one charge. They don't have to get you on all. They just have to get you on one. They just have to get you on one. And if Cassie, if she wanted to get peed on and all of that kind of stuff, that's Cassie's choice. I'm not defending Cassie. If Cassie wanted to get peed on, if that was her thing, if she wanted to do that to please her man, or if she wanted to do that, if she wanted to get peed on because she enjoyed it, then she's a grown woman. That's what she liked. But if she was forced to do that, I can't rock with it. But if she liked it, then I don't got nothing to say about it. But if she was forced against her will to do that, I don't rock with it. Shit, same for the rest of you niggas. If you niggas, you fellas want to get out here and get peed on, I don't got nothing to say about it. You want a lady to, stand over you and let it rain, I don't got nothing. That's your prerogative. That's what you like. I don't want to see you complaining when y'all break up and she go to Instagram, or she go to the family cookout and she say, "Oh, look at this soft ass nigga. I used to pee on this nigga. Look at that bitch ass nigga. I used to pee on this nigga." And fellas, same with y'all. If you want to go piss on your lady, if that's what y'all do, I mean, that's cool, but understand that when you break up, and she want to play victim, and she like, man, I love this nigga, and I love this nigga so much I let him piss on me, man. Hey, but see, here's the thing: you got to be careful with that because she might have uncles, she might have brothers, and hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So I ain't having no bitch pee on me. I'll tell you that right now. Better take your ass to that motherfucker. Think I am? Ain't no motherfucker Diddy or Cassie, bitch. It's a tree. You see that tree right there? You better take your ass over there. Better take your ass by that mother tree. Crazy. I'm over here your brains out. And she talking about, I want to try something. Let me pee on you. Bitch, get your ass up and go to the mother bathroom. I just washed these sheets yesterday. What the thinking? Bitch, I ain't got no mattress protected on here. I'm a grown, I don't pee in my sleep. The laughing at in the chat. Like this shit don't be happening for real. Y'all some crazy motherfuckers over here laughing at that shit. Like that shit don't be happening for real. But anyway, that's why Diddy's hit with the RICO. If Cassie was just Diddy's girlfriend and they was just and Diddy was just a CEO running Sean Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy Records, um, and Cassie was just his girlfriend he had on the side outside of that business, it's a high probability and a strong possibility that Diddy wouldn't be in the courtroom. But because he not only did he sign Cassie, Cassie was his girlfriend, but he signed Cassie. And on top of that, look, how you gonna get with a bitch like Young Miami? Young Miami stinking ass. Young Miami looked like her pussy stink. She looked like her breath stink too. Like Young Miami is like sometimes she be looking attractive, but then other times it be looking like ugh. Like bitch, I you got peed on. Ugh. But yeah. And then you look, Diddy should have gave 20 mil. Um, they said that Cassie broke up with him, right? They said Cassie broke up with him. Well, shit. As a if you playing the cards right, why you didn't give her a $20 million severance package? Why you wait until you know what I mean? If she's your employee, right? Because if you thought she was gonna stay with you, um, you thought she was gonna stay with you after you thought she was gonna stay signed as an employee after the relationship. No, the relationship and is one and the same because Diddy made it one and the same. Diddy made it one and the same. And fellas, this is a very important thing. And I know, I'm funny and, I have a, potty mouth sometimes. But I'm going to tell you like this, right? Um, Business and pleasure, they don't mix. So I'm very serious about my business. I love my family. I'm trying to do right by them. So I would, I you have to be careful because now you're talking about if he's convicted all of his fortune is going to be gone. His kid, everything is he got work for his kids is at jeopardy. you know you have to have some dick discipline. You do. Fellas, Rubbing one off at home before you go to work or before you get out here on a Friday or Saturday night will save you thousands of dollars in child support. And I appreciate y'all for listening and watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I got to run. I got to hop in the shower. I love all y'all. I know this is a lot of y'all first time listening to me, and you see me in different chats and I'm polite, professional, and I don't curse, and you know all of that is just a front. All of that is a fabricated front to get y'all right over here in this live chat. All right. But I love y'all. Maybe I'll go live again later. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Hit the like button. Zone 864 live on Instagram. That's where I'm at if you want to see me live and stuff on camera. Otherwise, you're going to get the black screen on YouTube, because I'm going to take this down and or make it private, and then I'm going to upload the video possibly. All right. Believe in yourself. Believe in God. Hit the like button. Love each other. Love your children. Them kids. Love your children. We out.